Want to create your own designs for your money card holders but need to see what's possible? Hi, I'm Shanice, an SVG designer, helping crafters like you who need help with the design process and create custom designs for their money card holders. By the end of this tutorial, you'll go from not knowing what's possible to understanding what kinds of designs you can make for your money card holders in Cricut Design Space. Before we get started, today's featured freebie is the free Halloween Money Card Workshop, a collaborative crafting event where you'll discover how to effortlessly put together money card holders from what you learn to design in this tutorial. So this free event is going down August 27th at 3 p.m. inside the free Facebook group, The Confident Cricut Crafter. So you will be assembling Halloween money card holders together with a group of crafters so you have help with the construction process. You'll also get ways to add embellishments to give your cards a Halloween flair. And when you register, you'll get a free checklist of things that you'll need to have completed so you can come to the workshop prepared and ready to get to work. All right, so go ahead and comment below if you are new here watching. Put a hashtag new in the comments. If you're watching here with us live, put a hashtag live. Or if you're watching the replay, go ahead and put a hashtag replay. And this engagement just helps me to reach more people just like you. So there are 3 big myths about design. One is that crafters believe that they need fancy and expensive software, or they feel that they need to be naturally creative, or they think that they need to design completely from scratch every single time. So put a 1, 2, or 3 in the comments or the chat and let me know which one of these things do you believe. Instead of using the fancy and expensive software, like I was just saying, use what you already have. Use Cricut Design Space. This is really all that you need. So you don't need the expensive tools to create stunning designs. What you have already when you have Cricut Design Space is more than enough to get started to create your money card holder designs. And this just proves that creativity doesn't depend on those pricey and expensive tools. So start with what you have. As you build your skills, you'll realize that actually the program Cricut Design Space is a lot more powerful than people give it credit for. So use Cricut Design Space since it's already available to you, and you can focus on honing your skills and your creativity rather than spending money on those fancy and expensive tools. So by using what you already have, this empowers you to unleash your creativity without limitations, and it allows you to focus on expressing your ideas rather than worrying about how to figure out the tools or getting a new type of tool to use for your designs. So let's check out this money card holder. This was actually made by one of my students, your fellow crafter, in Cricut Design Space. So this just goes to show you that Cricut Design Space is more than enough for you to create your own custom money card holders in Cricut Design Space. All right, so the next myth, you need to be natural born creative. Of course, that's false. Creativity is a skill that can be developed. It's not something that you have to be born with in order to be successful. And it's not just a few people who have success with creativity. Anybody has the ability to learn and improve. So just like any other skill, creativity can be cultivated through practice, learning, and exposure to various different type of techniques, which you can learn from just playing around in the program. So when you embrace growth rather than trying to beat yourself up because you don't think you're a natural born creative, you are embracing a growth mindset. So just start small, experiment with different techniques. Don't try to take everything on all at once, and you'll notice improvements over time. So By embracing growth and embracing your creativity and your ability to improve, this is going to liberate you from self-doubt. It's going to allow you to explore your creative potential and allow you to experience the joy of crafting. So let's take June, another one of my students. So she was a little anxious and fearful about using Cricut Design Space for her designs, but she really warmed up to it, and she just found that through my teaching that she was really able to create her designs, and she was able to follow the clear step-by-step instructions. So this is an example of just embracing growth. She started out being fearful and having anxiety, and she went from being comfortable and able to keep up with the program. All right, so the other myth, graphic design is about creating 100% original designs every time. Of course, that is false. So repurposing is really the name of the game. So repurposing saves you time and enhances your creativity. So what you can do is reuse ideas that you've used in the past, things that were successful. Use those again in your future crafts, or you can even take inspiration from other designs. Of course, you don't want to copy, you just want to take inspiration, and you can put your own spin on it to create designs that are uniquely yours. And repurposing ideas rather than trying to come up with new ideas and designs off the top of your head every time, that alleviates the pressure of creating everything from scratch and allows you to actually focus on creating meaningful and impactful designs that resonate with the recipient, in this case, since we're making money card holders. So here's an example of repurposing. So, and this is something that I like to do also. You can take just 3 graphics and you can turn that into 7 different designs, just with the different types of ways that you can pair them together. So you see here, you can do each of the graphics by themselves. You can pair 2 graphics together, or you can do all 3 of them together in your design. So that's just a way that you can create multiple designs from just a few graphics. So what are the benefits of creating your own designs? So of course you get that instant gratification knowing that your design is ready to cut, or ready to cut. That's one of the benefits when you create your own designs for your money cards in Cricut Design Space. You get that instant gratification. You know that your design is ready to cut. So that means you can quickly move from idea to actual project creation. And it gives you a sense of accomplishment and excitement as you see your design come to life effortlessly. Also, when you create it within the Design Space software, there's no upload that's required. So that's it gives you ease and convenience. You don't have to get something from outside the program, bring it into the program, and try to do a whole bunch of other steps. So just having something that you design on the canvas that eliminates that time-consuming step of the upload process, and it just makes the design process a lot smoother and more straightforward. So this gives you a sense of ease, reducing any of your potential frustration, and allows you to focus solely on your creativity. And then of course, when you create designs within Cricut Design Space, there isn't a cost associated with that. So that gives you a sense of freedom and frees up your dollars to spend on other things, maybe tools and materials or things like that. So that's one less thing you have to worry about, so you can fully immerse yourself in the design process and you can experiment without feeling limited. All right, so if you watched last week's video, I gave you that simple 4-step framework that you can use to create your design concept in just minutes. So let's revisit that, because that is what we're going to be working on today in Cricut Design Space. So to review, the theme for our money card holder, of course, is Halloween. The graphic that we came up with were bats. The font that we came up with was Halloween Font Duo. And the colors we're going to use are purple, orange, and green, which is actually a split complementary color scheme And I have more on design and color schemes in my free money card holder design training. Link for that will be in the description below if you're interested in checking that out, if you want to dive deeper into that. All right, so let's get into Cricut Design Space and start making that money card holder design. Okay, so we are in Cricut Design Space. What we're going to be making is this trick or treat money card holder, but we're going to put a twist on it, and we're actually going to design it so we can actually put candy inside of the card, you know, in the spirit of Halloween instead of money, just to make it a little bit more fun. So what I'm starting with here is my money card holder template, which if you're interested in that, the link is in the description below or in the post below this video, depending on where you're watching. And then we're going to use this bat that I also designed in Cricut Design Space, and I will be creating a small little bundle of Halloween graphics just to use as graphics on the card and embellishments that'll be available by the time that the money card holder workshop goes live. And that'll be inside of that free checklist also that you'll get when you register for that free money card holder workshop. Again, the link for that is either in the pinned comment below in the description, depending on where you're watching this video, or you can click on the big pink button below this video and get registered for that also. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the design process. So let's go ahead and start with our money card holder template. Let's just bring this on this side here, move that out of the way. We'll keep our bat here for now. And let's start with changing the background of the money card holder to orange, since that's one of the colors in our color scheme. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's go ahead and add our design. We'll start with the font. So again, I'm using the font duo, which is called Halloween. That's linked below in the description if you want to check that out, or in the post below this video. So let's go ahead and type out our words. Let's change this. This is Halloween drip, which is part of that duo. Let's change that to trick. Let's move that onto the card. Let's just make a duplicate of that to make it easy and change this to treat. Just move this around and let's add the or. Let's make that a little bit smaller so we don't want to really emphasize that word in particular. All right, and just kind of space these out so it's not too cluttered and everything has enough room, as it's kind of nice and even. All right, so we've got that. Let's go ahead and change the colors, which I'm going to use purple for the trick and treat. And then for the or, we'll use green. Okay, that looks good. Let's go ahead and add an offset to these just to give it a little bit of, just to make it stand out a bit. Make that white. Same thing for this one, add an offset. Make it white. Let's add an offset to our or. Make that one, or keep that one as black. And let's see here. Okay, so we've got our trick or treat. Let's go ahead and edit our sticker here. We're going to make it just a little bit bigger, and since we're putting candy in here, we're going to put the words, we're going to put what the candy actually is. So let's edit that. Let's just stretch it out. And then let's just move it down a little bit. Okay, that looks fine. Let's change the color of this just so we stay within our color scheme. All right, so we've got that. Let's go ahead and add the name of the candy. And then just size that down so it'll fit inside of the sticker. It looks like it's fine. Okay, and remember we're putting candy in these. So we're gonna make that this box here that we would normally use to put the box for the money. We're gonna make it a little bit bigger so we can fit candy inside of that. And then let's just realign that with the card. There we go. Move these over just a little bit too. We'll move that Jolly Rancher here in a second. Okay. Oh, that didn't change. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, there we go. All right. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and add our little name in the upper corner. Let's just make that a little bit bigger also and realign that. Make it a little bit wider. And then a little longer. And then realign with the card. Okay, looks good. Let's write the name. And of course, you can put a message. You don't have to put a name, but since we already put trick or treat, I figured just putting a name up here in the message window will be perfect. So these would be great for like your child's class if you wanted to make one for each of the classmates, or if you wanted to make these for your coworkers and give them to your coworkers for Halloween, or make them for your friends and family, give them to your friends and family for Halloween. It's a nice, cute little treat, unique little treat. Make sure that fits. Okay. All right, let's add our bats. Zoom out. We just have a couple bats here that we're going to add. Add another one. Make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Flatten everything down. All right, so there is our Halloween money card holder. So now you can see what is possible to make as far as money card holder designs go in Cricut Design Space. All right, so again, if you're ready for the next step in the process as far as assembling these money cards, then you're going to want to register for the free workshop. That's going down August 27th at 3 p.m. inside the Confident Cricut Crafters Facebook group. and we are going to be assembling the money card holders together. So you're going to be able to see how to put everything together, how to bring your design to life in the physical form. So this is going to allow you to have collaboration and support. So you'll join our community of crafters and we're going to work on the Halloween money card holders together. You'll have help and encouragement that you need to make the construction process smoother and more enjoyable. And also, you will get ways that you can add embellishments for a little flair for Halloween, just to make your money card holders stand out and be a little bit more unique. So this is going to allow you to unlock your creative expression and just discover different ways to add embellishments that infuse your money card holders with Halloween flair. So you'll be able to express your unique style and then truly make each money card holder a personalized masterpiece. And then also you'll get that free checklist of things that you will need to get you prepared so you could come to the workshop to be able to work on assembling your money card. So that's something that you're going to get when you register for the training. You receive that complimentary checklist of everything you need. And it's going to just ensure that you're confident and productive during the crafting workshop experience. So if you want to get into that, go ahead and either check the pinned comment below, the description, or the big pink button below this video, just depending on where you're watching. Click on that and you can register for that free Halloween money card holder workshop. And just like we did here, we're going to be filling them with candy, so that's going to be pretty exciting. So if you want more money card holder help, watch the playlist that's on your screen right now to get more tips to be able to create money card holders